T minus 1 minute. T minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Own it, own it, own it, Kong. I own it. It did.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet.
On the planet, that is right. Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Oh my God! Happy first Impact Wrestling Day.
The first show of the year for Impact.
First show.
I know.
I don't even know what to say.
It was a lot of chaos.
It was a lot to process. A lot of new things for her to kill, but yeah.
I'm ready. I'm prepared. I mean, we're quote unquote 1 week away from Hard to Kill, and I mean,
we're 1 week and 28 minutes
away from Hard to Kill, and we will be there in attendance. Don't all scream at once.
please. But let's get right on into everything that happened. But of course, I only got one question, y'all.
Where's my fucking jacket? Jesus.
Period. Period. Evening. But yes. So I'm very happy because we kicked off with the women, of course, BTI. Gisele Shaw took on Kylan King. No surprise here. I was not expecting Gisele to lose. No capacity. She is the knockout, King has been all over the states, all over the world, different promotions, NWA, so...
I mean, I wouldn't have expected her. I mean, from what I've seen from Kylan King, I think she's a great talent. I really do. Her name is always brought up in some conversations when it comes to like women on the indies that are killing it. When you have someone like Gisele Shaw here who is a knockout, I mean, there's no questioning that she was going to lose. That would have been real shocking if she had of.
Yeah.
But, fortunately, she didn't. So, but
right.
I don't
know. She did pick up the victory. She also, we'll get into that a little later. But kicking us off, of course, again with the knockouts, Masha Slamovich versus Taylor Wilde. I'm not gonna say much about this because what y'all saw and what we saw was not the same. And I'm not even going to say good match. Like,
I don't look at that man.
Have y'all looked? I don't know.
I don't look at that man.
But yeah, we had. I'm not even going to say this is like it was decent.
It was was from what I was looking at. It was all right. I mean, just something wasn't there with them. It was all right. It was cool. You know, sometimes you try to put people together for maybe like the first time, and maybe it just wasn't clicking the first time. So maybe if they, you know, they run it again like at Hard to Kill, but this time you're gonna have Deonna there, but also another person that they announced. I mean, who knows? But it was quite interesting with them, I will say. But I mean, look, we had Deonna on commentary. I mean, she basically opened the show.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, and that's for a while. It's been like that, not simultaneously, but it's been like that. You hear the drop, you hear Deonna, you see the virtuosa. I think that kicking off the year like this lets me know everything I need to know at Hard to Kill. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But Deonna Purrazzo is not far from that Knockouts championship. Watching her competitors, you know, so I thought it was great. But yeah, very different match. Really surprise ending. Masha kind of, you know, lost her mind, attacking security.
Attacking everybody at this point. Maybe she was unhappy about what transpired inside of the match that people were not able to see on TV. And will we see this type of attitude from Masha going into Hard to Kill? Is the thing, you know. Yeah. What if she loses there? Then it's like, who the hell is she gonna beat the shit out of? Taylor Wilde, Killer Kelly.
She might. And then we got, Rich Swann seems to be a little fed up with Steve Maclin at this point. And he had a word for him. So we'll see if he can go all night long and see if he gets what he wants with Steve Maclin. We also had this match with Anthony Green and Black Taurus. Now, you know, the match is the match. But, you know, it's good for Black Taurus to pick up a win.
Girl, let's get to the part where Trey come out. This is what we hear. You don't give a damn about none of this. This is what you care about.
This is what I'm here
for. Pretend. Like, come on.
This is what I'm here for. We are. I was here. I was there, and Trey literally walked out, and I just could not. I couldn't believe it, honestly, because he wasn't set to have matches, even as champion. I don't even know what to say. But yeah, he spray painted the back of Anthony Green, you know. And then we see this mug rat.
I'm so sick of him.
One of the worst wrestlers ever, probably. He's probably worse than Ziggy. And I love Ziggy. Yeah.
Wow.
Kenny King, everybody. Well, like, what's his problem? Like, it's so...
I don't know why he's so after Speedball. Like, why do you hate that man so much? Like, what did he do? It's like he keeps saying that, you know, he knows the truth about some stuff. And it's like, well, what is the truth? What do you know?
Yeah.
What the hell do you know, sir? Because honestly, truly, I feel like you don't know anything. I just feel like you just want to pick on Speedball because you're upset, you're mad. And then you're gonna beat up everybody else.
In Quebec, which is all right.
I'm like, why did you even go there? So stupid.
But yeah. And then of course Gia Miller caught up with Speedball. And he seems to be in a different mode. I don't know. I feel like something big is gonna happen. I'm very excited because there's a possibility that we will see Speedball three days in a row. Because we know he's on Hard to Kill. We know he's at Battle Slam. We don't know Fallout.
That is very true.
So, and Fallout would be like...
It would be nice to, you know, if nothing transpires on that day, then it would be nice to have that happen.
It would. But yeah. We did have a match with Jonathan Gresham. Don't know the other guy's name.
Let me see if I can find it. Because I might can.
I don't even remember.
Oh, his name was Ernest R. Anthony.
Perfect. Well, shout out to this man. Of course, Jonathan Gresham picked up the victory to no surprise. Personally, I'm excited to see his match because Eddie and Jonathan Gresham are too different. They don't wrestle nowhere near the same. So I'm excited to see it.
Sisters.
Listen. Now, I say this over and over and over again. Gisele Shaw keeps doing it and doing it and doing it well. From the look. Personally, I am surprised because Savannah was really interested. She was more than interested. She was to the moon. She felt like, let me hear you out. Could this be? I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm going to say this. Could Gisele break up Savannah and Tasha?
I mean, well, Gisele is known for breaking up tag teams. Let's be honest. I mean, she came in, since she had her tag thing going on with Lady Frost, and then she moved over to the Influence.
Yeah.
They dispersed. Recently she moved on with Chelsea and Deonna. Chelsea's no longer here.
Yeah.
And now she's moving over to Tasha and Savannah, who already has issues going on. Let's start there. And I honestly think that Gisele is a bad seed. I think she's plotting to get rid of all the tag teams, basically. By every tag that she's implementing herself in, or trio that she's trying to implement herself into, something happens.
Yeah.
This could be the start of a Tasha and Savannah feud.
Yeah.
If it goes the way that Gisele wants it to.
Well, I think they're a perfect duo. And I think that Gisele is really smart. And I think she might be onto something.
She might be.
I'm not saying anything because I know, even though we don't get to see the backstage, I know what Gisele is cooking up. And it is someone else might leave, but it's not any. I wouldn't think, no one's gonna expect this. That's all I'm gonna say, because it's so overwhelming. Yeah, but it's good. We're gonna see more of this. This doesn't matter.
This doesn't matter either.
Moose really doesn't matter either, honestly. But this shit is fun. Like, this is so funny. Like, and y'all, normally I tell Santana everything that, and I mean, literally everything that goes on with the tapings. I didn't tell her this. I didn't tell her any of this. It's so...
She didn't tell me this because she wanted my initiative reaction.
I wanted the initial, I want to know. I want to know. Yeah.
And I was so depressed after this. I immediately shut down. Immediately. And
Yeah, it was hilarious. It was so funny. This best thing of the night.
For them to put this after that bullshit, it brought me back.
Maybe
I
it
was
was
gonna pack up and leave the locker room for Impact.
Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely a good but weird transition. We went into literally the beginning of Mickie James in WWE. Just I need them to like they're gonna have to stress this out. Like, we need an hour.
Like a documentary of Mickie James. I mean, learning her career, like starting in TNA, you know, with her being with Raven, being known as Alexis, you know, and then transitioning over to being Mickie James in WWE, and then so on and so forth. Her relation with Trish Stratus. I mean, and then, I mean, you talk about fucking Trish Stratus on Impact.
On Impact.
I've never heard anyone talk about Trish Stratus or show any photos of Trish on TNA Impact at all whatsoever. Never seen that done before. So for that to happen here, I was like, wow, okay. But it also felt as if, like, although we got this video package and she talked about, you know, all the other women that, you know, she wanted to work with or has worked with or enjoyed working with, you know, her last stop right now currently is Jordynne Grace. You know, and she respects the hell out of Jordynne Grace and everything like that. And I mean, it just kind of felt as if, like, damn, Mickie is this it? You know, they don't really do video packages like this unless, like, either she's winning.
Bro, but even if she even if Jordynne Grace even if she loses to Jordynne Grace, she gotta go to the Rumble. Like, bro, she gotta, like, it's not over. It might be over there, but come on, man. You heard what she said.
I mean, listen, if she pops up at the Royal Rumble, she just pops up at Royal Rumble.
Yeah. But what if she wins? What if she wins and then she?
I don't think they're gonna put Mickie James over.
No, the
other women that's there that have been busting her ass.
No, I don't think so either.
You know what I'm saying? Now they put in the final four. All right, y'all pushing it. y'all are really doing something here that can really be like, okay. If Mickie James ends up in the final four for the Rumble, that would be crazy.
Crazy.
Now, I mean, she would have to. You know, she would have to do one more run in WWE. It's. I mean, like, maybe not even run, but, like, you know,
all the lights go out. I'm a man.
I mean, if that does happen, you know, it happens. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I mean, it just felt as if, like, it's either she's winning or she's losing,
and those are the only options.
There's no disqualification. It's either she's winning or she is losing.
I'm not gonna lie.
Documentary was, it has you like, okay,
yeah,
what the fuck what is happening? Is she winning or is she losing?
I know for me, we'll get into this more when we get into our predictions.
Yeah.
But if she loses, dude, like,
it's going to be a sad moment for a lot of people. Because especially for those who she's beloved by.
Yeah.
It's going to be like, no.
Jordynne Grace has reached the pinnacle. Like, if she's like
Jordynne Grace really, if she beats Mickie James, like, into her career, she's pushing up to, like, towards the top of the PWI list.
Automatically.
Like,
it's gonna be hard for a lot of people to come behind that.
Because even though I know Deonna wants to be the one to do it, You know,
Now, if you give me that, like, if y'all give me that, y'all foolish.
like what if like
Y'all
say for
foolish.
instance, okay, Mickie James still like Mickie James wins, right?
Yeah, and Deonna wins.
Sacrifice.
No,
Sacrifice would be great for it. No lie.
no, we can't.
Sacrifice her career.
No, we can't do
But then
that.
we gonna lose
If
again.
she beat, no, hell no. If she beats, if she beats, if she beats Jordynne Grace a year, like she getting a year. She getting at least 6 months, no cap. Like,
Well, y'all better make it to Slammiversary, honey.
and honestly, I'm gonna tell you who they'll put a trigger on. Tasha Steelz.
They could, because Tasha
They
Steelz
could.
beating her.
Could you imagine? But could you imagine Tasha Steelz pinning Mickie James at the same time that Deonna is tapping Mickie James? I'm doing too much, but that's just
But
like,
it'll be like, okay, now we have to make this a triple threat. We don't know who won it. We don't know who did what. You know what I'm saying? So it's more so like if they wanted to do this and they wanted to have it like, okay, well, if that scenario did happen, it's gonna have to be a triple threat match for it, of course. Again, another triple threat match. This time, they're in like I don't know, what was one of those matches they used to have back in the day? I think Mickie was in it once before, actually. I don't want to consider like a cage match, but
where she flew off the top.
No, it was another match she was in. I can't remember.
I don't know.
It wasn't that one. But
I don't know. They just gonna have to book. They gonna have to book her good. Like, man, like
that's only if she wins.
That's only if she wins. She gonna have to run through some. Like, she gonna have to. She gonna have to run through a couple.
Running back with Gisele, probably go through face Masha, Killer Kelly, you know what I'm saying?
Kelly, yeah.
Face Savannah or some shit, you know.
What would be funny?
Or against Taya
too.
never face Mickie James. They never face each other. Taya could be the one that she go on the singles run.
I guess we'll see next week. Taya. Where is Taya, by the way? But yes, we saw beautiful photos of really beautiful photo of Trish and Mickie James. This should have been the main event. Well, it kind of was, but this should have carried us on.
I thought it was the way that it was going. I was like, this nigga was like, what else? What the fuck? What else they got on this show? I'm like, I mean, it looks to me like they kind of like, this is it. Like they going to 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Nah. Nope.
Fuck this guy. Anyway, Brian Myers next week is probably gonna beat the shit out of Heath. Ask me how I know. And I ain't say who won because I don't even remember, to be honest.
You have no idea.
You have no idea. And then
niggas not gonna remember nothing that happened on the show.
I do remember this. So this is a great match. We have Steve listen, no lie. Some of the best.
And Moose being on the same team once again.
With Eddie. This
is kind of like a super team, no lie.
Yes, it's
really a super team.
It's really like Impact Wrestling, like now. Yeah. And like, Moose would be that middle and then Eddie. You know what I'm saying? Like I love it. I love this team. This is gonna be a good match. And then this was, oh my god, like the fact that they let y'all know that they were even doing this and they didn't surprise, like they're not gonna surprise y'all. It's just the stupidest shit ever. And then next week, of course, we get Savannah Evans and Rosemary.
This is going to be great.
Good match. Really, really. But that was not our main event. Our main event was actually everyone's favorite hosted Busted Open. Bully Ray. Everyone. I wish I had some applause to. He calls out Josh, obviously. He calls out Scott D'Amore. Scott comes out and says, personally, I told you and Josh to go home. So hard to kill. You don't want to go. That's fine. Scott D'Amore said a lot of things. You know?
Now they did.
But Bully Ray wasn't trying to hit none of that shit.
No, it wasn't.
And to be honest, I feel bad for Scott D'Amore. Like, him being attacked. This is an awful photo. And when I mean awful, I mean good. And then, of course, we see John Schuyler and Jason Hosh come out and assist Bully Ray. Now,
he paying them?
You said what?
What they call themselves again? The hand fingers? The hands?
I
don't know.
I forgot to catch their name, their tag team name.
I remember you said it last week, but
I did say it last week. I think it was on there. But obviously a new form in tag team helping Bully Ray. This is not a good look for nobody. Now, people saw it. He tried to light the month, man. Y'all, if he would have lit that table on fire, Impact would have went through the roof.
They might try it again.
Hell no. They might.
Listen, I mean, hey, their matches, they're having a full metal match at Hard to Kill, him and Josh Alexander.
Yeah.
There's no telling what is going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Oh, with Speedball, just to go back, Speedball did challenge Kenny King to a pit fight match. Basically the same thing that you can say that Matt Riddle and Seth had.
Oh, okay.
One of those kind of matches. And then in regards to with Steve Macklin and Rich Swann, they will have a Falls Count Anywhere in Atlanta match on Hard to Kill.
And that's on period, Pooh.
So they're gonna be in Bankhead, a Buckhead fighting each other.
Both.
Or outside Velvet Taco,
Or Starbucks. Listen, y'all, I'm taking Atlanta's like my home away from home. When I was younger, in my young days, I used to go to Atlanta a lot, being from Chattanooga. And it's about to be a great weekend. We have, of course, all of the matches that we'll see at Hard to Kill. We'll see all of the matches, a 2-day, Impact Day, and then we'll close it out with Battle Slam. Don't forget to check out Battle Slam 2 if you're in the area. Hard to Kill is sold out. They still have tickets for Fallout, though. But yeah, it's going to be a great weekend. I'm personally not going to lie. I'm about to take a long-awaited break. Like, y'all going to get a recap, but y'all going to get a recap when they stop playing with me. Hold on.
I don't know who that is. But yeah, guys, we are going to be on our way to Hard to Kill next week and everything like that. We're very excited. I've never been to the center stage for Atlanta, so I'm very excited about that. We will be doing our predictions next week for Hard to Kill 2, just in case you guys did not know. Of course, we always do our predictions the night before Hard to Kill takes place, or before the pay-per-views take place, and we kind of talk about that. We'll go over, of course, what happened on the show briefly, but the main thing will be more so about our predictions for the show. And you guys only come in and hang out with us where we talk about the show and our opinions on who we think is going to win and stuff like that. But yeah, Hard to Kill is going to be a very nice weekend. This is my first Hard to Kill. Nikki went to the one last year that they had in Dallas, to be exact. So this will be my first one that I'll be going to, and I'm very excited for it and everything like that. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Hopefully there's some big, exciting returns that take place and things like that, or just something really big that happens for Hard to Kill. I mean, it's the first pay-per-view of the year. Hard to Kill is kind of one of their top pay-per-views they normally have outside of like Summerversary and of course Bound for Glory. So I'm eager to see what happens here, and things like that. And like I said, next week we'll definitely go over the match card for you guys and things like that. So yeah. Nikki is gone for how long, I have absolutely no idea, but we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up because I have to get ready to go to work in the morning, and yeah, I'm not gonna be here all night. But once again, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Definitely follow us on social media at WWE Talk Pod. Check out the Instagram, the Twitter. Go check out Nikki's reels and photos that she did take from tonight's show, as well as make sure you come back next week and look at all the videos that she does and pictures too for the next week's show before we lead up to Hard to Kill. And definitely check out the website, WWE Talk Pod. Articles going out each and every day. And that's about it. Check out all the other shows. Tomorrow we will be doing the SmackDown and Rampage after show with me and Stephanie. That I think Battle of the Belts is that night as well, right after Rampage. So it's gonna be a very long night for wrestling, I would have to say. But definitely come back tomorrow and hang out with me and Stephanie for the SmackDown and Rampage and Battle of the Belts post show, because we'll be talking about everything that took place on that night. Nonetheless, you can find Nikki at Nikki Bougie on Instagram and Twitter. As for me, always, you can find me Drian Santana, Drune, on Google. That's where you're gonna always find me. Nothing ever changes around here. It's a new year. It's our 6th day out here in January, and yeah, there's a lot of big things planned and in store that's going to happen this year. So I hope you guys are ready along for the ride. But once again, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us here at Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. And we'll see you guys next week. Bye, guys.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet.